Hello, everybody. Today is November 1st, and this is your extended reading for today. We started out with the King of Swords. I talked about making a decision and coming to that point of realizing you need to get to the point, cut to the chase, do what feels right. We also talked about the Two of Swords being reversed, not coming to a decision, feeling like maybe you're not sure about possibly even a purchase, something that you're trying to complete right now, and you're sort of stuck in this idea of, I don't know which way to go. But then we get the Six of Pentacles, where I talk about this is probably has to do with a purchase or a sale that you're kind of waffling on, you're not sure where to go. And I said, go ahead and give it 24 hours. Before you start making any decisions right now, give yourself the 24 hours to think about it. There's no rush at all. All right, so we are going to continue on with the reading and clarify those cards. We already had 3 cards just jump out. I barely, 4 cards all just fell out right as I started. We're gonna run with them. We're gonna run with them. Okay, so then we got the Three of Wands. Okay, so the 3 energies about creation. The Wands are about your dreams and your hopes and desires. The Wands are the one suit of the deck that actually grows. You see the little sprouts on there? So this is also about expansion, growth, right? So we talked about getting to the truth, being straight and pragmatic about things, and then we have this Three of Wands. This is about looking out to new opportunities, new ideas, new inspiration. You see he's looking out to the world, but he's standing between 2 of the Wands. That's sort of like a gateway, kind of like I'm on the right path, right? But he's kind of holding on to one wand because he's really not quite sure. So there's definitely this feeling of indecision. All these cards are kind of saying to me like you're trying to figure something out. We're going to get back to that card in a minute. So then we have that Two of Swords where I talk about the sort of like indecision, feeling like you just can't move forward. And then we get the Tower. So the Tower card, a lot of times people see this and they totally freak out. To me, the Tower just means there's just going to be a big change. Something's going to shake up your life. Is not always a bad thing. In this case, I feel like something's going to happen that's going to force your decision. Or force maybe is not the right word. Is going to give you clarity on how to make the decision. Like I said, you don't need to make that decision today, but keep it in the front of your mind that something is going to happen that's going to be a big signal to you about which way to go on this thing that you're doing, whether it be a purchase like I mentioned, or just a big change that you're making, but some signal is going to come along, like some big shakeup. Not sure what it is. You'll know when it happens. Trust me. And again, it's not always a bad thing. I mean, it could be something major, like, you know, fire or who knows, but it could be something really like subtle, like, you know, you suddenly get a check you weren't expecting, or somebody pays you back on a loan that you forgot about, or maybe even somebody gives you something that you weren't expecting. So just keep your eye open for those opportunities, or those shakeups, so to speak, or surprises. Then when we talk about this idea where I said, I feel like you're trying to make a decision possibly about a purchase, something that's going to, you know, a major decision on a purchase or a sale, something like that, either house, a car, even maybe college, I don't know, but it feels like there's something. You do get the Ace of Swords. This is a big blessing from the universe. This is like, hey, I'm here. I'm clearly telling you, yes, this is the right thing. And since I came next to that Tower, I feel like this is actually probably going to be a very positive thing, whatever it is. Maybe it's going to be, like I said, a little bit extra money that'll help you make this decision, whether you can make this purchase or not, or maybe a bonus, or maybe a refund, or something like that. But there is a little blessing coming your way. And I think I've even said that earlier in the last few days, something about these unexpected surprises showing up. I had a couple of them myself, actually. So I'm sure they're going to come for you as well. Then we also got the King of Pentacles, which I thought was interesting because the King of Pentacles, he is in a good financial situation. He's also very solid in his foundation. This is a masculine energy, but there is no gender in the tarot, so it doesn't have to be a man necessarily or a male energy, but the energy is very strong, okay? And Pentacles usually represent our career, finances, foundational things at home, happiness in the home. And I feel like this is a decision you're making with somebody else. And this person tends to be very conservative with their money. They think things through. They don't just like, you know, they're not frivolous or silly or anything like that, but they're also not stingy in any way. They're just somebody who's really good about giving advice as far as finance goes, or big decisions like this. So go ahead and tap into that person, whoever it is, whether it be your spouse, your brother, your dad, your friend, your girlfriend, your sister, I don't care. But think about the people that you know, you trust, their life looks pretty good. They're the person to ask. Bottom of the deck, we get the Queen of Cups. So it's interesting. We had the King of Pentacles next to the Queen of Cups. Very different energies. Queen of Cups, very feminine energy, obviously. Cups is about love, relationships, let's see, fulfillment. And if you see, her robe cascades down into the water. It actually becomes water. Water is about emotion. She's very in touch with her emotions, very loving, very warm, very family oriented, relationship focused. This is a very loving energy. So I feel like in the situation of this decision making, one person's the very pragmatic, gets to the truth, gets to the point, logical, and the other person's more emotionally and spiritually led. And I think that's actually a very good combination when you're making big decisions in your life. So if you're trying to make a decision by yourself, I think that maybe you should tap into somebody else. That's another reason why maybe you should make that decision today. Maybe you need to have a discussion with somebody else. We're going to go ahead and pull some other cards from a separate tarot deck, just to see if there's any, validation, like same cards come out. Yesterday I had that happen a few times. Or just new cards that might give us a little more clarification. So spirits, ancestors, and guides. Any other cards today to help us with the collective? Okay, we got the Four of Swords. Thank you, spirit guides, for that card. Any other cards to, well, Seven of Cups. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Another eight. You have 3 aces in this reading. 3. Whoa. So again, even if there's a shakeup, this is good stuff, you guys. Okay, exciting, exciting, exciting. I'm happy to see this. All right, so moving on. So under that, remember I said the King of Swords. So you've had two kings as well, okay? So the King of Swords, we talked about being straightforward, very to the point, telling the truth, looking out for some new opportunities. And then I talk about in this decision that you may be making, if it is something that is of a big financial commitment, there's one other person that should be helping, somebody that balances your personality as far as making the decision goes. But then we get the Four of Swords, and this is about taking a break. As I said to you, don't do it today. Literally, this is about taking a break on making decisions, on about any ideas or communication that you're having, taking a break to think things over, allow things to gel, allow things to marinate in your mind, recharging, reflection, that kind of a thing. So I do feel like, again, don't rush into anything. It's okay to take your time if you need to. Under the Two of Swords, where I talk about this indecision, and then I have the Tower where I said something's going to kind of like go, whoa, wake up. You know, here's how you should make your decision. Something that's going to be clear to you. We do get the Seven of Cups. This is about manifestation. Look, you got a magician here with all these cups with different options in them. And the 7 energy is your connection to your higher self, your intuition, your spirit guides. And this is about kind of daydreaming, allowing yourself to have fantasy, illusion, dreaming sort of a feeling. Which doesn't really seem to go with what I originally said about this idea of like being pragmatic and getting to the truth and blah, blah, blah. But like I said, there's this dichotomy. There's like one person who's very emotional and very set in their emotions, and another person who's very logical and very pragmatic. So I feel like there's somebody in your life that could balance out whichever one you find yourself under as far as personality traits go. So again, so we get this Tower kind of saying you're going to have to do something because something's going to shake you up. And then we get this sort of manifestation card and talking about gaining perspective and daydreaming and allowing your mind to expand, to think of new perspectives even perhaps. So again, I feel like the waiting is that time to allow you to take that break. It is that time to allow you to be creative and come up with other options perhaps, because maybe there isn't just A and B. Maybe there's A, B, C, D, and E, right? Then under that 6 of Pentacles where I talk about this big purchase possibly coming on, and then I said, whoa, here comes the Sword saying, yes, yes, you're going to know exactly what to do. Great blessing. Oh, wow. Now we get the Ace of Wands. Another ace, okay? Ace of Wands. Your dreams, your hopes, your desires. You are absolutely chasing a dream. There is something big about to happen for you. Big, big, big. And that's why you're kind of like not sure what to do, because it's important to you. But absolutely, you got spirit on your side. You've got an Ace of Swords, an Ace of Wands, and guess what? At the bottom deck, you got Ace of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Your cup flows over. This is great. Open your heart and receive the emotions and the love and the support around you, because it's coming. I mean, there's some new friendships, there's new abundance, also self-love. You're going to start seeing yourself in a new way. So a lot of this is about personal growth on this Ace of Cups. But this Ace of Wands is about taking some action on your ideas. So after you've had that break, after you've had those discussions, after you've allowed your mind to wander around and dream a little bit, after you've had that shakeup. So there's these things that have to all happen at once. Man, this is going to show up man, you're going to have a gain, you're going to have strength, you're going to have inspiration. It's all here. I'm so excited for this reading. I mean, that's what I'm talking so about. I'm just like, woo, this is such a good friggin' reading, but take those steps. You may have to watch this more than once to figure out what I'm telling you, but there's sort of like a path that is actually showing in this reading right now. I've never had it this clear. I think that's really cool. All right, now we're going to pull from my Spirit of the Animals deck, see what inspiration we get there. This reading's going to probably be a little bit longer than usual from what I can see here. We had 2 cards fall out. Again, 2 really great cards about being motivated. You got the Cougar, assertive, and you got Elephant, greatness. I don't think I've ever even seen this card, to be honest with you, and all the times I've used this card. This card I think I've seen once. So here we go. Cougar, assertive. It says, in silence, you find power. All right. Claim your leadership role and take action. So it sounds to me like you're probably the more logical person in the situation, the less emotional person, possibly, if you're watching this. It says, you know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. And yes, you have so much success here. These 3 different aces all in one reading, like success is like all over you. Okay. Know that in your heart. All right. The other card that fell out was the Elephant, and it's greatness. I mean, what a cool card, right? Look at that. Here's what it says. Love is your strength. And what did I talk about? This Queen of Cups. She's all about love, family, relationships. Leadership is your path. Now it's the second time. And here it said, claim your leadership role. So maybe you're going to start your own business. Maybe you're going to start your own thing. All right. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. Yes, absolutely. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. The only ace you didn't get was the Ace of Pentacles. And quite frankly, I believe if I continued to shuffle these cards, we would probably see the Ace of Pentacles. Matter of fact, what the hell? Let's see if it happens. I'm just curious. Let's play for a second. We have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, right? All those aces. Let's see if we get the Ace of Pentacles. I'm just kind of playing with the cards just for fun. Because you never know. Could happen. It would be really crazy if an Ace of Pentacles fell out. No, but we got Death. Okay, and Death represents big changes. Big changes ahead. And actually, here's the funny part. The Death card looks very similar to the Ace of Pentacles. As a matter of fact, I want to show you, if I can find it real quick here, how similar the Ace of Pentacles and the Death card are. So it's funny, here it is. Or I'm sorry, I was thinking the Knight of Pentacles, actually, is what I was thinking. The Knight of Pentacles and Death are very similar. Look at that. Very funny. Now, I didn't pick the Ace of Pentacles, but we got this. And as I said, it looks very similar to the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like we're kind of on that vibe. Growth, leaving something behind, moving on. Death. Death's not a bad card. It's about a new phase in your life. All right. So we didn't get the Ace of Pentacles, but darn damn close. That's saying, again, a new thing is presenting itself to you. Something old is going away. Something new is about to begin. All right, now we're going to jump into the Enchanted Maps deck. Love this deck. So pretty. And this one always has some really great imagery, usually some numbers that give us a little clue as to where to go. Okay. A couple cards flew out. They always land on the ground. I don't know if that's Spirit trying to give me exercise or just the way I shuffle. All right, we got 3 different cards. And interesting because 2 of them are regarding the home. And what did I say? I thought maybe even you might be purchasing a home or making a large purchase. We have commitment, number 36. There's also a star in here. The star is all about your wish fulfillment, hopes, and dreams. The 3 energies about creation. The 6 energies about harmony, flow, and balance. 3 and 6 together is resolution, commitment. What did I say? Wait a few days, go through this process, and then make your commitment. Then make your choice. Perfect. We also got home and unexpected visitors. Very similar cards. The home card has the 2 and the 7. 2 energies about partnerships. 7 energies about your connection to higher self, spirit, source, God, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And then 2 and 7 together is 9. Again, resolution. So you got 2 9s now in a row. I think that's interesting. Resolution. Home. Home to me can be many things. In this case, I feel like either you're thinking of moving, you're thinking of doing some changes to your home. If you are making a financial decision, this kind of says this isn't for everybody, okay? Because this is a general reading, but somebody is looking at a new change in home, whether it be remodeling, moving, relocating, something like that. Okay, and what stands out to me again on this card is the owl. There's a little owl peeking out right here, and that tells me make sure you're looking at all perspectives. We've been talking, this has been the theme through this whole thing, all perspectives. Make sure that you're looking at all the angles, like how is this going to look in the future? How is this going to look, you know, on my credit? How, you know, how are we going to manage this? You know, do we bring enough in? Whatever it takes to make sure that you feel comfortable in making this decision. Even though I said that something's going to almost force you, almost give you like the wake-up call to make the decision, you still need to think about these things. And then lastly, we get unexpected visitors, the 4 and the 1 energy. The 4 energy is about foundation, stability, sometimes healing. I think more of this is about stability because I feel like this is all about you feeling comfortable with the decision. The 1 energy is something new. We talked about that. 4 and 1 together is a 5 energy, which means huge changes are coming, but also could be a little bit of a struggle, a little bit of conflict. What changes happen without conflict, right? They all do. But unexpected visitors. Now, again, I said I feel like something's coming to you that you may not be expecting that could be very advantageous to you. The visitor may not be a person. I mean, even look here. Here's a little rabbit. Okay, it could be the visitor is something in the mail, is something you weren't expecting. You know, and if it is a house that you're looking at selling, maybe somebody's going to walk right in and want to buy it right away. Or maybe somebody's going to show you a house and you love it immediately. I don't know. But there's something unexpected that's going to come in within a home, within a dwelling. Okay, that's what I'm feeling on that. All right, moving on. We're going to jump into now my vintage decks, see what jumps out there for us. Spirits, ancestors, guides, and energies. Anything today for the collective. This is getting to be a very long reading. I'm so sorry, you guys, but I'm sure that if you're still watching, this is probably resonating for you. And this is really, you know, when I do readings, I do them as long as they take. I don't try to cut them off. Yeah. New beginnings. Goes perfectly with that death card and all those aces, right? You got new beginnings. There's not a lot to explain there. Look, there's even a baby. Maybe you're expanding your family. That's part of the reason you have to make a move. I don't know. But there's also more stars on here. Stars represent dreams, hopes, desires, wish fulfillment, daydreaming. Again, we talked about that as well. Yeah, new beginnings. There's really not much to explain here. It's just more affirmation of what I already said to you, or confirmation. Lastly, we're going to jump into the Moonology deck. See if there's any last words of wisdom, ideas about what's going to be happening, advice for my friends that are watching. Thank you so much. I'm getting my hair done today, so next time you see me today, I'll probably look a little bit different. Haha, it's time. It's time. I always like getting my hair done. I just feel better. Okay. We got 3 cards. We got Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way, Full Moon in Leo. Okay, so put away the ego. This isn't about your ego. Okay. We got Have Faith in Your Dreams. We just, again, talked about dreaming, talked about daydreaming, expanding our mind, allowing ourselves to have ideas. Have faith in your dreams. And that is Waxing Crescent Moon. And then we have New Moon in Scorpio. This came up yesterday, I think. Work through your fears. Okay, work through them. I don't know. That's kind of trite. I mean, we all know that. Work through your fears. Whatever. But I feel like maybe it's just to remind you that just being scared doesn't mean it's a bad idea. Okay, sometimes being scared is just you don't have all the facts. So make sure you know all the pieces to the puzzle before you start putting the puzzle together, right? Have an amazing Tuesday and happy November. Mwah.